Hello everyone, Weather Jamaica here. Welcome to this brief morning update on what's happening across Jamaica regarding the weather. It is 7:12 a.m. Monday, September 23, 2024. Now before we jump into it, please ensure that you guys like the video. I'd really appreciate it if you guys get this video up to 100 likes. If you don't know by now, that's how the YouTube algorithm works. We all like the video and then the YouTube algorithm pushes the video out to more persons who are in the path of these tropical systems, so we can keep everyone safe, especially during the peak of Atlantic hurricane season. That's August through to October. Share this video with your friends, your co-workers, your relatives, and even your church brethren, and subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Leave a comment down below letting me know what the that's been like in your area recently. Also, feel free to ask any weather related question that you might have about the future of the weather in your specific area. Alright, so let us take a look at the US National Hurricane Center's 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook. And we see that this just came out at 7:32 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is actually 6:32 a.m. Jamaica time, so that's less than an hour ago. We see that they still have that code red right there to the southwest of Jamaica, which now has a 90% chance of cyclone formation within the next 7 days. And they've also upped the chances of the system across the main development region to a code red as well. Now has a 70% chance of cyclone development within the next 7 days as it moves towards west, then towards the west and northwest, possibly staying a fish storm, missing the Caribbean entirely. So our main focus is on this system in Western Caribbean. It states here, regardless of development, this system is expected to produce heavy rains over portions of Central America during the next several days. Interest in the northwestern Caribbean, the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, and western Cuba should closely monitor the progress of the system, as watches or warnings will likely be required later this morning for portions of these areas. Later this week, the system is forecast to move generally northward across the eastern Gulf of Mexico, and interests along the northern and northeastern Gulf should also closely monitor the progress of the system. And we see that they've given it an 80% chance of cyclone formation within the next 2 days. But the portion I wanted to highlight the most is that they stated that it could be bumped up, I'm pretty sure, later today, later this morning, to a potential tropical cyclone. Because if they're gonna issue watches and warnings and the system is not yet a tropical storm or tropical depression, definitely a PTC is what's next, and more than likely portion of the Yucatan, portion of western Cuba, maybe the Cayman Islands might be in the watches or warning era. We can see all of the convection associated with this system, and we've been definitely getting lashed across portions of Jamaica to last night into this morning for sure. We see a lot of the deepest convection right here, especially after the southwest of Jamaica starting to fire up again. Some of this definitely made it across the island from southwest to northeast, and it seems like something similar might just happen, especially considering that there's a lot of wind shear in the area. So it makes sense that we've been getting a lot of the rainfall. Persons have been wondering how it is that the system looks like it's coming directly at us, but it might look like it, but it's more so the mid to upper level clouds, the showers and thunderstorms. The system's center is not going to be moving across Jamaica. It's definitely going to be moving north, then towards the northwest like that, but we definitely have to keep a close watch. It is definitely too close for comfort. It's definitely a bad situation overall, because we see the rainfall that it has brought to Jamaica yesterday and again last night into this morning for sure. And we can see all of the clouds associated with the system across the Western Caribbean. We can see the visible satellite images as the sun is starting to come up. Definitely a lot of clouds, and we see that there is a frontal system right there that definitely has a hold on this system. So I wouldn't be surprised if it lingers a bit more and lashes portions of Jamaica even more than expected. If we take a closer look at what's taking place right now, as a matter of fact, let's reload these images so that we have the very latest satellite images. We can see Jamaica right here. Definitely got our fair share of heavy thunderstorms last night. For the most part, it's overcast with some light to slightly moderate rainfall right now, especially across central and eastern Jamaica. And we can see all of the thunderstorms starting to fire up again right there to the south of the island, and the wind shear pushing all those high cold cloud tops off towards the east or the east northeast to make way for some more rainfall. We even see some pop-up thunderstorms right there to the close western portion of the island right there. Definitely going to be getting on more rainfall as the day progresses. Regarding the track of the system, the Hurricane Center has it right here, right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if when they actually get the planes out there at 10:30 a.m., it's possibly relocated more east of there or more north of there, closer to Jamaica. I wouldn't be surprised at all, because they don't really, they're not really sure where the area of low pressure is. They're using estimate, which is why they're going to be sending the planes out there to get the most accurate information. Because yesterday, or the day before, it was closer to Central America and forecast to cross over into the waters right there to the east of Belize. Now we see that it has been shifting slightly eastward. Definitely going to be pushing northward though, and then possibly start making its turn towards the west and then to the north, close to the Florida Panhandle. Definitely going to be lashing portions of Florida, Alabama, Georgia right there. So if you have friends or relatives in those areas, get them to pay close attention, especially considering that this system could make it all the way up to hurricane status. We see the yellows, the oranges, the gold, the pink, making it all the way up. Some models making it all the way up to major hurricane status at category 3 within the next 3 days. So this is as of the next 72 hours. So from now, Monday, up to about Thursday, it's expected to possibly strengthen. And the next name on the list is Helene. So it's definitely a bad situation. We know the female name storms can be very bad. And if we take a look at what the supercomputer models are showing this morning, we can definitely see right here that we're just highlighting the timestamp, and we're going to be looking right here. By the way, we have a tropical storm John right there across the eastern Pacific that's expected to move northeastward into Mexico. Quite an unusual track. We usually expect them to go that way, but now they're going this way. Definitely a bad situation for Mexico. Lots of flooding could take place. Either way, let us focus our attention on what the supercomputer models are showing for Invest 97L right here near Jamaica. So as we go out in time, we continue to see all of the deep convection and moisture right there, especially to the west of Jamaica. Definitely going into the Cayman Islands, dark greens, yellows, oranges, reds. Definitely some heavy rainfall for sure. This is 18Z on Monday, which is actually 1 p.m. And we see some very heavy rainfall right there to the west of the island. Some of this will make it on land, especially considering the wind shear from the west. As we continue to go out in time, even as we get into Tuesday, we still have some rainfall, even although this run of the Euro that just came out as 0Z last night, so midnight last night, or a bit after midnight, we see now that the system by 1 p.m. on Tuesday should be to the west of Jamaica. We can rule out some isolated showers still affecting portion of the islands. We can see the greens right there, but we see for the most part the area of low pressure should be closer to Central America and Western Cuba by that time. Then as we head into Wednesday, this is 12Z on Wednesday, which is actually 7 a.m. on Wednesday, and we see that the system should be right there closer to the Yucatan, still having some moisture across portion of Jamaica, however. And then by Thursday, for the most part, we're seeing more whites than anything else. Let us see what the GFS model is showing. So this is 18Z, which is actually 1 p.m. and we see this deep convection that's expected to be to the west of us by that time. As we continue to go out in time, this is 12Z on Tuesday, which is actually 7 a.m. We see the area of low pressure starting to push westward right there across the Cayman Islands, still having some moisture lingering as of 0Z on Wednesday, which is actually 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Still have a lot of rainfall coming into portion of the island, and we see the area of low pressure, we see the isobar spinning around it right there. So it's definitely more of a southeasterly flow. So southern Jamaica for the most part will still be getting in on most of the rainfall for sure. And we're indeed grateful for that. We've been getting the short end of the stick for the hurricane season in general, with most of the afternoon rainfall across northern Jamaica. So we'll definitely take all the rainfall that we can get to cool down the temperatures. Then As we can see, even by Thursday, the GFS still has some amount of rainfall coming into portion of the island. Euro not so much. We'll see how that goes when we get there. The latest forecast on Wednesday should give us the most accurate forecast for Thursday. So we'll see how that goes regarding the rainfall that's expected after Wednesday. Alright, so let us see what was predicted in yesterday's video about the weather across Jamaica. Thus far, it was stated that we would have received rainfall across most parishes in Jamaica. And we definitely had that last night. Well, first of all, at about 10:25 p.m., the infrared satellite images were posted here on our Twitter page. By the way, keep in mind that these posts aren't only made here on our Twitter page of Weather Jamaica, but they're also made on our Instagram page of Weather.Jamaica, on our TikTok page of Weather Jamaica, and on our Facebook page of Weather Jamaica 876. So if you have one of those social media platforms, please ensure that you follow us there, as we may post throughout the day that you can't afford to miss. So we saw the deep convection that was definitely being blown towards the east, all courtesy of the upper level wind shear, definitely pushing the mid to upper level thunderstorms off towards the east, and that was definitely what took place. We weren't getting rainfall at about 10:25 p.m., but as the night progressed into Monday morning, we started to get the deep convection coming in. We see the blacks, we see the grays, we see the whites, we see the purples. That represents the strong thunderstorms that, as of this close-up satellite image that was posted at around 4:35 a.m. I definitely highlighted that we're receiving some strong thunderstorms all the way across the island, especially across Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Catherine, Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Thomas. And we definitely have confirmation about this from some of our followers right here on our Twitter page. By the way, there are too many comments to read. So we had Jungle stating heavy rains on Washington Boulevard side 1 hour ago. Maria Hitchens stating rain at Tumbledown outside. Rashane Reed, I'm enjoying steady showers in Harbour View. Tanisha Graham, it has been raining consistently last night. Winsome Foster, Southeast St. Elizabeth got rainfall Sunday evening right back into Monday morning. Even have some comments coming in right here on our Facebook page. Nadine Wallace stating showers in St. Andrew. Shayna Lace James, if I'm not butchering your name, stating Portmore nice. I tell you, Lord, I thank you for sunshine. I thank you for rain. Please cool down. Jermaine Montague stating rain here in St. Elizabeth. Even on our third page, we have some comments coming in. Cancer underscore goddess stating it's raining and has been most of the night. Healy area of St. James. Thundays underscore boutique stating rain from yesterday afternoon. It barely eased up and started back last night in St. Mary. And even on our Instagram page, we had the comments coming in. Kima underscore Chardonnay stating rain in Mobay from yesterday. Princess underscore Shells stating rain in Portmore. And then finally we had Kimmy underscore C stating rain in Whole Harbor. Asha.likes.chocolate stating rain in Spanish Town. And we also highlighted the heavy rainfall that was taking place from See Jamaica's YouTube channel. Across Crossroads, we definitely had some very heavy rainfall at around 5:10 a.m. And we can see that even better right here. This one showing halfway through 5:03 a.m. showing the heavy rainfall lashing the area as well, as we can see there. By the way, keep in mind that if you'd like to see more live streams like this, just visit See Jamaica. They have live streams of halfway through Crossroads, Barbican, the Panoramic View, Old Harbor, and even Flatbridge as well. If we take a look at the very latest infrared satellite image, let's see if it will actually load, because I think this website is crashing out as we speak, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. So the very latest image just came out at 15 minutes past the hour. So 15 minutes past 7. So this just came out, 11 minutes ago. We can still see the cloud cover across the island, especially across central to eastern Jamaica right here, with the yellows, oranges, reds. We still have some light to moderate rainfall underneath all of that. Not sure what's taking place across the west. We see the high cold quotas, but not as robust as what we see across the central and eastern portion of the island. So we still are getting in on some amount of rainfall as we speak, and we can confirm this right here on the latest Cuban Doppler radar images. And the latest Cuban Doppler radar image just came out at 8:10 a.m., which is actually 7:10 a.m. Jamaica time. So this just came out, what, 17 minutes ago. We can definitely see the greens, the yellows that represent some moderate to some slightly heavy rainfall, touching especially across central and eastern Jamaica, from Clarendon, St. Catherine, Kingston, St. Andrews, St. Thomas, Portland, definitely getting in on some of that rainfall even as we speak. And we can also see the rainfall right here on the Guantanamo Bay Cuban military radar. We can actually see the cutoff right there to show that this Doppler radar doesn't show a wide range of Jamaica, but we do see that sections of Portland, maybe eastern St. Thomas, definitely getting in on that rainfall for sure. If we take a look right here at the Cayman radar, we can see that rainfall in and around the Cayman Islands. We can also see that rainfall to the west of Jamaica as well. This area is definitely going to be lighting up throughout the day today with the strongest and deepest convection as the system moves northward and then towards the northwest for sure. It's definitely going to be a bad situation for the Cayman Islands and Jamaica in general. And if we take a look at the latest live cams from See Jamaica's YouTube channel, this is as of 7:27 a.m. We see the panoramic city view here, people and vehicles going about their business. Some light to moderate rainfall taking place near the National Stadium. If we take a look here at the Kingston Harbor, definitely a similar situation. Windy and wet weather, not focusing the camera at all considering the rainfall. Not really blinding rainfall, but definitely some rainfall there to limit the visibility. We can also see right here on the crossroads cam, showing the rainfall, people and vehicles going about their business. Windshield wipers definitely on. Some light to slightly moderate rainfall definitely as we speak for sure, with the windy conditions as well. So if you have to go to work, if you have to go to school, go at your own risk. Remember, the Meteorological Service of Jamaica has a flash flood watch in place, all courtesy of the system that's affecting us. So be very careful, be on the alert. We don't want to hear any news about anyone being washed away or any other similar incident. We can also see there's rainfall on the Barbican camera right here. All windshield wipers are on for sure. Even halfway through right now, showing the rainfall, people walking with their umbrella, windshield wipers on as well. And there's a lot more rainfall to come. Look at this. This map is showing 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is actually 8 a.m. Jamaica time. And we see the heaviest of the rainfall should be right there to the west of the island. This is on the Euro model. We see some of the blues and that represent rainfall across, especially southern Jamaica, and to the waters to the south of the island as well. Looking on the GFS model at the same time period, we see the heaviest rainfall, especially to the west. Again, the greens, the yellows, the oranges, the reds, the pinks, the purples. That's just some ridiculous rainfall. We don't want that to be on land. And the thing is, some of it could get on land because of the wind shear that's pushing all of it across the island, even although the heaviest of the weather should be up to the west of us. Let us see what happens as we go out in time. This is as of 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is actually 12 p.m. Jamaica time. And we still see the heaviest of the weather right there to the west of the island. The Euro has some dark blues and greens across southern and western Jamaica. GFS has the blues. Who knows, we can get something similar to what the Euro is receiving as well. Isolated flash flooding is definitely possible. This is as of 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is actually 4 p.m. Jamaica time. And we still see some rainfall across the island. The Euro has a lot of blues, greens across western Jamaica, across the water to the southeast of the island. GFS has the heaviest of it to the west of us, to the south of us. We'll see how that goes. Even by 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is actually 8 p.m. Jamaica time, we're still getting in on a lot of rainfall right there for sure off to the west of us. And if we take a look at the accumulated precipitation forecast, so the weather nerd site definitely crashing out as we speak. I won't even try to load those images. But this map is also showing all the rainfall that's expected from now up until 6 p.m. on Wednesday. And we can see all of the colors right here, as we can see by the key on the bottom. That represents the greens, the yellows, the oranges. That represents anywhere from 15 all the way up to maybe 70 millimeters of rainfall That's definitely a lot of rainfall for sure. And keep in mind that 1 inch of rainfall is about the same as 25 millimeters of rainfall. So you can do the math regarding the inches. Sounds like anywhere from what, 2 almost 3 inches of rainfall being forecasted here on the Euro model, especially across southern and western Jamaica. Let us see what the GFS is showing. GFS is a bit more robust, showing most of that rainfall across southern and western Jamaica. Even some reds in there getting all the way up to the 100 millimeters of rainfall limit. That's just ridiculous. What we don't want to see at all is all of these purples getting all the way up into the 175 to 250 millimeters of rainfall range. That is just ridiculous rainfall. We don't want that. That could definitely trigger flash flooding, mudslides, you name it. So please ensure that you're staying safe. Remember, your cars are definitely susceptible to being washed away. Turn around, don't drown, wait it out, let all of the water subside and wash out into the sea. Don't chance it at all. Go back to where you're coming from, wait it out, then you can go to your destination. Alright, so that's it for now. Look out for another video later on. Thanks for watching.